Okay, so this is the beginning to my LED headlight swap change, if you'd like to call it. So this is the low beam. Pretty bright. That truck, hopefully you can kind of see it. My phone doesn't do too great at night. That's about 20 foot away. The wood pile up there, which is kind of hard to see, is probably about 40, 50 feet away. That is the high beam. Low beam, hopefully you can see. High beam, low beam, and I do not have any sort of fog lights. If I pull the fog light switch, no fog lights at all. So yeah, no fog lights. So now we'll skip to the part where I put in the LEDs, pull the old ones out, put the new ones in, and then I'll bring it back to another video of actually after I put the LEDs in. But they should use a lot less power. They should be a lot brighter. So that's pretty much it for this part. Okay, so I did already open them just to make sure they were fine. There's nothing major wrong with them. So if I pull them out here, these are the headlights. You can see they got the LED bulb right in there. The rest of it, you can see, you know, all this. They got the fan built in. The plug's supposed to be the same as what's on it. So these should be just twist the old one out, twist the new one in. And then because I also got fog lights, because I blew my bulbs messing with it. And plus, you know, I figured LED headlights and fog lights, blinkers, stuff like that, I'm not too worried about. But yeah, you can see, you know, there's an LED in the end there. And then you got LEDs around there. It's supposed to be a direct plug-in, all that. So we'll see if we can get these in there and see how it looks. Okay, so we're going to start with the headlights, and hopefully I'll be able to get the camera in there. So this is the headlights. This is the battery on the driver's side. So hopefully you can see that. That's the plug right there for the headlights. What you're going to do is you're just going to come in here. Again, hopefully you'll be able to see this. Push this up and then pull back. So just push the blue thing up, pull back, and it should come off. So now I'm going to try and do this and one-handed, and hopefully you will somewhat get an idea, although you probably won't be able to see me doing this. Alright, I might actually have to set the camera down. So just like that, the plug's off. It looks the same. So now what we get to do, hopefully you can see, is we just reach back over here, and I believe we should, oh wait, I believe we just twist this gray thing, pull that off. That's like a locking mechanism to help make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And I believe we just twist this, or wiggle it, or again, I might have to set this down. Whoa. Again, I might have to set this down so that way I can get in there to reach it, because the way my body is, but, well. Alright, well give me just a second and then I'll pick back up whenever I get it figured out. Okay, so I did manage to get them out. So you just grab and pull straight back, but it does take a good bit of force to get them out. But I got them out. So now all I got to do is get the new ones in, which is going to be pretty simple. The biggest thing is just remember to push them straight in. So we come over here, we grab one of them. There's only one way they can go in because the slots. No way, just try and wiggle them back here very easily. Making sure not to beat them up. I think that's in, but I'm not real sure. So give me just a second. Okay, so apparently these are a little bit weird. So what you have to do is you have to grab the metal body of the light and grab this white plastic piece here that comes on the light from where they shipped it. Twist it, and then this white piece will come off. And once you get this white piece off, then you slide this factory gray clip thingy that twists off the lights that helps hold the lights in. You get that lined up, which mine's not lined up. You can see how this knob and these knobs and stuff don't line up. And once you do that, then you put this white piece back on, and then you just use this to hold the light while the white pieces stick out. Pretty simple, but a little odd. Okay, so I finally figured out how to do it. So what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to put this white piece on, making sure to line up these holes. Then you're supposed to take this clip, get this clip on here like so, tighten this clip down, and then this has slots that the light goes into. So then you just simply take the light, wiggle it around till you feel it kind of go in, push it in, and then you twist it just a little bit, and now it's in. Now it's not going anywhere, it's good and sealed. So that's how you're supposed to do it. If you try and do it like I did, put the white or the ring on and the white piece and the light, it makes it way harder because you can't see if anything's lined up and stuff. So now that we figured out how to do that, we just take this plug, which is going to be a little bit tricky in one hand. Do this. Felt like it all lined up pretty good. Now let me go do the other side. So now we're going to move on the fog lights, which should be a lot simpler. So you just reach up under here where your fog lights are at, twist, pull it out, disconnect it right here. If we just pull back this clip here, and pull it back, I'm going to try and let you see this. I'm still recording. Alright, so what we're going to try to do is we're going to try and reach down, pull this clip, like that, and like that, and just kind of wiggle it until eventually it comes off. A tree branch just fell out of the tree. These are kind of a little stuck on there, but it will eventually come off. Eventually. I already had these off. Why are you giving me so much trouble? Alright, there we go. See? Now it just comes off. And that's reversed with the new bulbs. So we just come over here. Grab our new bulb. What we do is we just come here. Get this where it looks like it's lined up on the inside. Apparently these do not have clips. So far we'll say these do seem to be made cheaply, but $26, I don't know if I ever said that. I only paid $26 for them, so as long as they work and they last a good while, I can't really complain. So let me get these wiggled in, because I gotta see to make sure they do go all the way in. Okay, so the bulbs have not been adjusted as far as angle. Now that you can see my fingers. But the bulbs have not been adjusted as far as angle, because they can be rotated and it will change the angle because they're flat and there's LEDs on one side and LEDs on the other side. So I don't know if the angle is going to be correct, but it's dark. It's as dark as it was the other day when I did the first test. So let's test the headlights. Oh wow, that is a massive difference. I mean, I can tell that. And then I believe this is high beam. Yes, that is high beam. Like I said, I think the bulbs might be backwards. Yeah, I think the bulbs are backwards. I think they need to be flipped, but that's low beam more or less, even though it's high beam. And then that's high beam, or low beam, even though it's technically high beam. But those are still way brighter. Hopefully it'll pick up on camera, but they are a lot brighter. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach in here, I'm going to turn off the headlights and turn on the fog lights. Oh wow, the fog lights are also very, very bright. And now we're going to turn on the headlights as well. So that should be the headlights and the fog lights both at the same time. Very hard to tell a difference, but I can tell a difference in person without the fog lights on and with them on. So yeah, they're definitely a lot brighter.